some back to school totes. So in addition to your kit, you'll need some water, some paper towels, a pencil, and a scissor. Pencil or a Sharpie. I'm using a Sharpie just so you could see it. You guys should use a pencil so in case you make a mistake, you could easily erase it. So what we are going to be doing is we are going to be making a stamp on this wood block that you were given. We're going to do, as you can see, we'll do a pencil, and then we'll also do our name too. So we're going to make a stamp with the foam and the wood, and then we paint our stamp, and then we're going to stamp it onto our bags. So you guys could really do anything you'd like. I'm going to show you how to do a pencil, and I'm going to show you how to do your name. So the first step is our pencil. So on your foam, you're going to flip over your foam, and you are going to draw a pencil. So we're going to try and make it as simple as possible. And I always draw on the white side because you can erase that if you make a little mess up. So I'm going to draw a pencil. You just want to make sure your pencil is not wider than the piece of wood. So I'm going to start by making a rectangle. And that's going to be the yellow part or the middle section of my pencil. It doesn't have to be yellow when we do it. So I'm just going to make an additional 2 lines. Then I'm going to make the middle part at the end. So I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 little rectangles. Then I'm going to add a little semicircle for an eraser. And it doesn't really matter if it's not quite perfect. You'll see when we put it all together at the end. And then I'm going to add a pencil tip. And then I'm going to put a line where the pencil actually is. So once we have this simple line drawing, we are going to cut it out, and you're going to cut out each part. So I'm going to cut out my big scissor for my big pencil first. And then I'm going to put this aside. And then I am going to cut all the little parts. Pencil tip, the wood, the rectangle, and then I'm going to trim it down into 3 parts. And then all these little rectangles. And it's okay if you're not perfect on your line. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take the middle 3 sections, like the yellow part of a pencil, and I'm just going to trim them down a little bit. Because you're going to see we're going to put all these pieces together like a puzzle. Alright, so I have my wood pieces. I'm going to move those down here. I'm going to get my wood block. So now we're going to put together the pencil like a puzzle. So I have my tip, my little end, and when you put it together, you want to leave a space in between all the parts. The 3 strips. That's why we trimmed a little, because I want a space between all these little parts. And then I'm going to take my little thin rectangles. I'm actually going to leave one off. And then I'm going to put my eraser. So there, I have a pencil. So at this point, you are going to need your paints and your bag because we could start printing with our stamp. So now I have my inks all open. These are actually inks, they're not paint, so they're a little bit thicker. They will stain your clothes if you get them on your clothes, so just make sure you don't get them on your clothes. I gave you all different colors. I'm going to do yellow in the pencil middle, and then I'll probably do white, pink, silver, and then navy, I think. But the darker the color, the better the stamp is going to come out. So if I did this all navy, it comes out really nice. The lighter colors, sometimes because the bag is so light, you can't see them as well. So what I'm going to start doing is you're going to start painting the different sections. So I have my middle section, it's going to be yellow, And with this paint, like a little goes a long way. I'm going to just try and paint my foam mostly. So I have that. After I do one color, I'll wash it out. I'm going to do silver on the metal parts. I'm going to do white up front. But you could do any colors that you like, and you just have to make this kind of a fast process because you don't want the ink to dry on, because then you'll just have to paint it over again. Once I do the white, I'm going to do the navy. And if you want to just do this all black and navy, it does come out very nicely. To make pink, you're going to have to mix some of the red and some of the white together. So I'm going to make a little pink, make a pink eraser. And you just have to make sure everything's covered. It's not going to come out perfectly, but I want good coverage. I'm going to redo my yellow a little, make sure I have enough yellow. All right, so I have paint on this. Now I'm going to take my bag, and I have that piece of paper. I'm going to keep that piece of paper in my bag. It helps so the ink doesn't transfer through to the other side. So I have my bag. I'm going to do this on the bottom just so it's easier. Make sure my paper is going to be between the two pieces of fabric and the stamp. And all you have to do is you're going to take your stamp and very carefully press down. And I like to hold it down for a while, rock it a little bit. Make sure it's making all the contact it can with the paper or the bag. So there we have our first pencil. Now I'm going to paint this again, and I'm going to do another pencil going another way right below that. That looks great. So now that we have our pencils done, I put 2 pencils, but you could put as many or as little as you'd like. I'm going to put that aside to dry, and I'm going to show you how to do your name if you'd like. So to do your name, you'd flip over your other piece to your other side of wood, and then I am going to write my name. So how I'm going to do it, always do it on the white part, because when we put our name on our board, it gets a little tricky. So I am going to write my name, and I'm going to do bubble letters. My name is Allie, if you didn't know. I don't think I said that in the beginning. So I have some bubble letters. Once I have my bubble letters, I'm going to cut them. my name done. I did my name on the white too, so if I made a mistake, I could erase. And also, the letters need to be backwards when we put them down. So I'm going to just peel off my name. And your name, you're going to do it backwards. So my name is Allie. So we're going to do the A, L, and then I over here. That's so when we do paint it and then stamp it, the A is here, the L is there, and the I is there. Names get very confusing sometimes. But if you draw your name on the white side and then you put your name backwards on the block, you should have no problem. So then after I have my stamp, I am going to paint my name. So you could do whatever colors you like. I'm gonna do it that navy because I want it to stand out a bit. So I'm just gonna paint my name. So I make sure I covered everything, and now I'm going to bring my bag over. Move my stamp out a bit, bring my bag over. Make sure I move that paper. All right, so with my stamp, I am just going to flip it over. And I am just going to press it down. Press it down for a while. Press it down, lift it up, and there I have my name. So I have a little school bag. So I hope you guys had fun painting with me. This is a process that you could do over and over again too. So as long as you have sticky foam, but even if you don't have sticky foam, you could like cut something out, glue it, let the glue dry, and then start. But with the sticky foam, it's easy because if say you don't have a wood block lying around, you could just peel off your stickers and you could keep on using this block over and over again. And you could use regular acrylic paints. These are just a little thicker, so they come out a little better, but you could use regular acrylics and have fun with it. So these you could just let dry, and then you have a little bag that you could put your lunchbox in or something for school. So I hope you guys had a fun time making this with me and have a great start of the school year.